Hey you guys, how you doing? Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. So I am going to do a angel card draw, two of them, a reading with the angel cards. And it's going to be about the third week of November 2024. So this is going to be a really timely video. And, it will be interesting afterwards if you want to go back and see if how your intuition picked up what the angels are telling you and how that made a difference to you, going into December. It'll be really interesting. So the reason I'm doing this is because I would encourage you, if you're into the spiritual stuff and you want to kind of see what the energies or prepare for some of the energies coming up and some of the shifts that might be happening in the world or in your space or whatever, then I would encourage you to listen to Lee Harris Energies on YouTube. And he has a November 2024 video. Okay. And he talks about the third week of November, which is this week coming up. And he basically says, and again, this is how I interpreted it. So you might want to listen to what he says for yourself, because you might pick it up something different. He basically says something is going to happen. There's going to be a shift of energy enough where like people are like, whoa. And it wasn't like negative or positive. I interpreted it as positive because I want to probably. But, and so that's how I interpreted it. So that's what I'm going on and so basically you can look at this as like, here's some guidance for you for this coming week, basically. Okay. And so what you pick up from this guidance, I'm actually going to do two cards. I haven't done two cards before in a reading in the public channel. And so the first one will be using this card deck. I just got it. I did a video on unboxing the Oracle decks that I just got. And so I take you and show you on the inside, which is kind of fun. You can catch that. That's on the public channel. And then I'm going to use this one too. This one's a little bit more practical. Okay, so we're going to ask the spirit guides just what do they want you to be thinking about this week? Okay, so I'm going to say my little prayer. I close my aura, which by the way is posted in the description. So people ask me about that and it's in the description. I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Okay, so you guys, talking to my spirit guides, which is awesome because this is called Ask Your Guides. I love that. And this is a new deck, so just really fun. Will you guys please tap into anybody who is visiting this video? Would you tap into their spirit teams and their spirit guides and their higher self? And also their intuition, like their human intuition, because I want one of my main goal for this channel is that people look inside themselves for answers. So that's what we're always working on. And so I'm asking them to help you use your own intuition, basically. So it's you, the human, plus your spirit team is where we're going to get the direction from. Okay, so what do you want everyone who is visiting this channel to know this week? Coming up the week of November, today is November 17th Central Time in the US. So what do you want anyone who's visiting this to know? What would be helpful guidance? Any helpful messages? Okay, so I'm going to actually pull two right away and just ask the same question on this deck, which I have not done yet. I'm trying different things out. Okay, same question as what do you want us to know that would be supportive of the first card that you just gave us? What do you want us to know? And you guys, I know people are going to say, can you do the setup? I don't have a setup like that, so someday I might, but I don't know. It's different than tarot reading, but because you can see the layouts and oh, that was a pop out. But it might be fun for you to see how that just slid out, which, at this angle would be harder for you to see. But that one just kind of, as I was shuffling, it just slid right out. So that's how I know that that's the right message. And sometimes I can shuffle for like 3 minutes. I'm waiting for some kind of guidance. Okay. So the first thing, Interesting. So I'm just going to cover up the words and have you just pay attention like I usually do if this is not your first time here. So what do you see? Again, we're looking at what messages might be coming forward for you in preparation of this week in relation to some kind of shift that might be coming up, okay? What do you see? You might want to write this down because then you'll, at the end of the week, you might look back and go, oh, yeah, that's actually more. If you don't write it down, it's very likely I don't remember stuff. Mostly because I do a lot of these, but okay. So do you see something positive in this card, something negative? And negative meaning something that's kind of triggering you? One of the card decks that I use, they would say it's a knot. There's a knot that you're feeling. You know how you get that knot in your chest? And if there is a knot, then that knot is coming up so you can unknot it, basically. Okay. Okay, so the word is retrieval, runner guides. What does that mean? Does that resonate with you at all? Think about what that word is. You can even write that word down, retrieval and runner guides, and then I'm going to read more about it. But give it some of your own intuition and think through like, when that word came up, what did it mean to you? Because that'll mean something to you differently than it would mean to me and anyone else who's watching this. The message is for you specifically, and we all interpret it a different way. And that's how it's supposed to be. If anyone is doing card readings for, as a group and saying this is how they interpret it and it's the right message for everybody, I would just be a little cautious about that because that's just not how I feel about that situation, I guess. Okay, 52 is the number. So that's the other number 52. So if you know numerology or numerology is of interest to you, so 52 is the number. It's not something I'll get better at numerology. I might be able to have things to say about it moving forward. In the spirit circle, if you want to join us in there, I'm going to start bringing in people who have expertise because, I'm the facilitator. And if for those of you who are new here, my name is Karen. I don't know if I introduced myself, but I'm facilitating conversation on this channel, and I'm not an expert I'm kind of a big picture person. And I would say I'm an expert in facilitation. I've been doing it for a very long time and in my career, basically. And so I'm going to bring experts in like one on numerology and stuff like that. Okay. So again, I asked for what messages are there for us this week coming up for the 3rd week of November. Recuperation, justice, reimbursement, and recovery. Your running guides are here to help you recover what you've lost, whether it is your keys, your purse, your wallet, or your way. Ask your runners to reconnect you to your path and help you recoup all that is important to you, whether it be physical or spiritual. Your momentum will increase and you will return to flow and abundance. The universe is getting your attention by having you lose things. You are being asked to slow down and regroup. This is not a punishment, nor have you done anything wrong. It is, however, an energetic intervention to intercept you before you go too far off course and to realign you with your true nature and needs. I just keep laughing because I'll tell you why in a second. Ask your runners to retrieve your lost objects, lost money, and lost time, and to help even if you've lost your way. Soon all will come back to you. Your losses are temporary. Nothing important is permanently gone. Your runner guide's message to you: slow down and simplify. You're attached to too many unnecessary things and people, and it's bogging you down. Let go. What truly belongs to you will quickly return. Interesting. So not everybody, I keep assuming that everybody who finds their way here is obsessed about the election like I am. So that may not be true at all, or the results of it. So that's what I kept hearing. I don't know. Did anybody else hear that too? So interesting. All right, I'd love to. I'm going to read the other card, but if you got anything from this, what I really like in the comments is, if you saw something, not just say what it was, but what did it mean? Because that's the stuff people are interested in learning from each other. What did it mean to you? What did this word mean to you, or this word, or whatever you heard? What did it mean? Okay, that's where the reflection is. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So again, this is from the Enchanted Map deck from Colette Baron Reed. This one's got a little shine on it. So what do you see there? Again, some kind of energy shift. We're preparing for some kind of energy shift, apparently. It may not happen. It could happen, but things, since Lee did that November update, energy shift can shift. So it could be the following week. You just never know if things shifted. Collective conscious, our collective conscious, we have a way of shifting things. So, but it's, an interesting, what is that? Okay, so this one is 23. The other one was 52. So 7. So 52 would be 5 plus 2 is 7, and this one is 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay. I don't know if you have any numerology ideas about that, please share it, because that would be fun. So do you see, what do you see in there? Okay. Okay, here's the word. Golden Palace. Does that mean anything to you? Golden Palace. Okay, so let's read about that. Isn't this fun? Oh, I just love this. I could literally I'd get tired, and you'd get tired of listening to me. But I could do these all the time. It's just so much fun. Okay, for me anyways. And I appreciate anyone, I'm going to move over a little. I appreciate anyone who's hanging out, because you're allowing me to have this much fun. So I appreciate it. Okay, so this was an upright card, and this deck does show upright and reversed. So that's fun. And I do enjoy that. Because if you get a card that was like that, when you pull it, then you pay attention to that. That's what that means. Okay, so upright. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. So that, that message again is really tied for me to maybe the energy coming up will be a shift, and maybe we'll get some clarity. Maybe we'll get some clarity from Washington to see, and it depends on what, which side which kind of clarity you're looking for. So maybe we'll get some clarity that's helpful for the collective. I actually, because everybody knows, anyone who's paying attention, not everybody knows, but anyone who's paying attention knows that there are sides right now, put it that way, or there's uncomfortableness. And so I had done a reading, and it's in the channel, this might be helpful for people. I did an angel reading and a clearing with the SGs, where they can help get the right energy moving. So I said, we want the truth from Kamala, a card reading. But what I asked for was clarity for the entire collective conscious so we can all be on the same page. Because, I mean, that's just what I asked for. So for the more people who go into that and focus on that reading, the better off we would be. Because we're, you know, for me, I'm trying to like bring us all together. Like, well, not me personally, but like, you know, that's one thing I would prefer is that we're all together. So that's the energy I'm trying to put out there for me, and then whoever else wants to hang out on the channel here. So, and then I did, so the card reading, and then I did an energy clearing that says we want the truth from Kamala, energy clearing. And I ask for the same thing. Okay. So if you participate, the energy clearing is only 7 minutes. And actually it was super fast. I couldn't believe, I mean, you're going to maybe just jump if you don't want to hear the explanation, but it's 7 minutes because, you know, me and my chatting, I like to chat. Which, you know, you don't have to comment about because I'm going to keep chatting. So you can just, you know, if you need a break from me, just take a break from me. But I'm going to chat as long as I feel the need to chat. So but you don't have to comment about that or stick up for me. It's totally fine. I'm getting used to it now. So getting used to the idea that I get to, you know, I really feel that whatever comes out of my mouth is really what is meant to come out for whomever is visiting. So, or if you get triggered by that, that's something to pay attention to in you for sure. Okay. So what do you guys think? What do you think? Golden Palace. Interesting. All right. Well, hopefully sometime this week you'll be able to listen to this. I should really be writing these things down. But I obviously can go back and listen. So I would love to hear what you think about that whole reading and how it's preparing you for any kind of shift that might be happening this week. Keeping your expectations in check, always a good thing. This is how your intuition's working. It's not about my intuition. It's how your intuition is working. And it's a work in progress for all of us. And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to any of this. And so be careful about creating false hope and false, you know, expectations, because the universe will give us what is helpful for us, you know. And so I trust that, but it's still kind of fun to think about. That's why I do it. All right. Well, let me know in the comments, and you'll probably see me tomorrow. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.